Hello. Uh-oh. And now we just wait for the audience to pour in. hello. Oh, oh no. Okay, what nuts? All the nuts in the world. Oh no. Is there a chat? Is there a chat here? Hello all. This is the chat. How's everyone doing today? We got 5 viewers. I know you're there. I know you fuckers are there. Don't try to hide from me. We got Q&A up. Mr. Sharky. Okay. Currently answering. What nuts? What nuts? What nuts? That's a question we all come to in our lives. What nuts? Almonds? Cashews? I'm allergic to pecans, as well as walnuts and macadamia nuts. Not peanuts, though. Common allergy, not allergic to peanuts. I have more uncommon allergies. Let's go to chat. No chat. No one's talking. All I see is 5 viewers, and I just have to trust that you... No one's saying anything to me. Ask a question. Do something. Okay, we're answering what nuts? White nuts. White chocolate covered peanuts. Aha. All right, viewer count is up to 7. We are getting up there, guys. If this gets 1 million viewers by tonight, I will donate every cent I ever make for the rest of my life to charity. And if I don't get 1 million viewers by tonight, then, you know, that's everyone else's fault, not mine. We're up to 9. We are now closer to 1 million than ever before. Someone messaged me on Steam. They say, fuck you. His username is Vet Lungs. Let's have a conversation with Vet Lungs. I'm going to say, hey, buddy. I don't appreciate that kind of stern talking. And we'll see what he says to that. We'll keep that on standby. How's everyone doing tonight? Now down to 6 viewers. Everyone hates it. Everyone hates this live stream. Everyone's wondering, okay, how does this work? All right, we got a question from NFSM654. Let's answer it. How does this work, everyone? I don't fucking know. I don't work for Google. Okay, Vet Lungs has responded. For anyone just joining, this is someone who messaged me on Steam, and he said, fuck you to me in chat. And I said, hey, buddy, I don't appreciate that kind of stern talking. And he replied, he says, sorry, man, I just had a really rough weekend. All right, we can empathize with him here. I feel ya, man. Sometimes the going just gets too tough. But you know what? That's when the tough get going. And now maybe that'll inspire him. Okay, how does this work? We got someone else coming in here. Dustin off a classic. He says, oh God, how does this work? We need to get Google in here. Someone get Google on the line. Give me Google's phone number. We gotta call Google. Someone add YouTube CEO to the call. Someone give me the... Does anyone have the YouTube username of Google CEO? We need to get him on this now. You fix this stat. We got a reply from Vet Lungs. He sent me a smiley face, everyone. I think we got through to him. We did it. We did it, everyone. Good job. We did it. All right, we're up to 14 viewers. We are closer now to 1 million than I've ever been in my entire life on Google Hangouts. This is incredible. Now we're down to 13. Now we're farther away than we've ever been. I guess that's not true. 0 would be the farthest. Uh-oh, we got someone else. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, we got Maximus Klingonite messaging me on Steam. Says, USA better than China. Never forget the atom bomb. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We got to reply. We got to reply. I'm going to say Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, motherfucker. Go ahead and... Okay, new question. How can I swear at you on Steam? This is big stuff, everyone. If you want to add me on Steam, go over to steampower.com and add Shitface Steve on Steam. That's Shitface. I'll put it in the chat. I don't know if you guys can even see the chat. Username on Steam is Shitface Steve. You can probably just type that into Google and it'll come up, as well as my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Attack of the Hank. We're going to we're going to Twitter, everyone. We're now live tweeting. Oh shit! I'm not signed in. Who allowed this to happen? Maximus Klingonite responded. He's a fuckboy anyway, though. We don't need to talk to him. Am I right? Am I right, fellas? Okay. We're now on Twitter, everyone. We are now on Twitter. Okay. Going back to Maximus Klingonite. Why is the Lich King's mount invincible if you can still see it? I'm just going to say, good point. Keep him busy a little bit, eh? I expect now I'm going to have messages on Steam flooding in because all 14 of my dedicated fans are going to be sending me friend requests, huh? All right, I just got a request. Uh-oh. Twitter at NSFM654. Shout out to at NFSM654 on Twitter. All right, accept that. We're now down to 13 viewers, everyone. 13. We are steadily at 13 viewers. A bit of 11. People are not interested in what I have to say. And a bit of Attack of the Hank trivia here. This is okay. New segment, Attack of the Hank trivia minute. I currently have $1.26 in my Steam wallet. That's a fact. I got that from selling Counter-Strike trading cards and a couple Counter-Strike items. I'm not good at Counter-Strike, by the way. Don't ask me that. Not good. It just started a week ago. All right. Let's get that out of the way. What is Showcase? Add an item from a website. Let's see. What happens when I add my... Okay, a little bit of a roadblock there. My headset ran out of batteries, but it's okay. It's okay. We got to plug it into the charger now. It's going to be all right, everyone. Okay. Okay. See what this is. Loading up. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a fucking useless thing. But there's my Twitter. There's my Twitter. Taking questions. Thanks for the shout out. I really like your poops. That's not a question, but I'll take it anyway. Thanks for the shout out. I really like your poop. Maximus Klingonite coming in hot. I've recently sold some of my Counter-Strike gun skins for $3 a piece. You can really make a living selling bullshit to fat nerds. He's typing a message, everyone. Let's see. Anything going on in chat? Nothing. Anything going on in Q&A? Nothing. You fuckers come here and you don't participate. You just don't participate. You just sit there. What am I supposed to do with that? We got a friend request, guys. Rocketfall and Golden Uzaru. Oh no. This is too much. Oh god. Oh no. We're down to 9. We're down to 9 viewers. I got a message. P.S. Do you still hold ill will towards the communists preventing you from making poop commissions? Yes. Pretty much. Just yes there. By the way, speaking of commissions, I've pretty much stopped doing that. First of all, they're still open, but like I haven't checked it in forever. But speaking of commissions, though, Stuart K. Riley, the guy who spearheaded that whole movement against me using Fiverr and all that, he has a Patreon now for his podcast, and he makes like $50 a podcast. So he's a hypocrite. He's making about 10 times what I was offering. So, got Golden Uzaru coming in. You would probably get more viewers if you streamed on Twitch, mate. Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not streaming gaming things right now, nor do I want to stream on Twitch, buddy. Yeah, don't even get me started on commissions, man. Stuart K. Riley, he's like the definition of a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. And he gave me an apology on Tumblr rather than making an apology video. It was honestly a shitty apology. Let's be honest, everyone. Don't go brigade his channel though, or anything like that. If anyone's thinking about it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. But I had something in mind I was gonna say here. What was I gonna say? Got a notification on Twitter, everyone. Satan Chickens tweets more YouTube poops now. Exclamation point at EWFA FAW2432. Good shit. Good shit. I've got an idea. It says there's some sort of share screen here. What if I were to share some shitty Flash game or something, like Happy Wheels? That'd be fun to watch, huh? Watch me play a game? Maximus Klingonite says, hypocrite fuckbeak. Grand Theft Auto Online. That's a good ad. Here, we're going to go to share screen just real quick. Screen share. Here we go. I'm going to share that screen. Ooh. Play Agar.io. Yeah, that'd be better, honestly. I'm not going to be... But here, I do want to show you this ad here. Let's zoom in. Grand Theft Auto Online. Shut the fuck up! Okay. Look at that. Ill-gotten gains. 25% off high-end apartments and 10 garages this weekend only. Does that look like Franklin to you? I don't know. Well, anyway, let's stop sharing for a little bit. About Agar.io, I've played it before, but my current location, internet is not great. And oh, god damn it. Shut the fuck up, Happy Wheels. So one time I tried to play and it was very slow, so it might not work out. But I suppose we could give it a try. Give it a try. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, here we go. Okay, Nick. Let's turn ad block back on. I don't know why I have that paused. Okay. AOTH JFK. All right, here we go. I'm not great at this game. Piece of shit. Okay. This is quality stream. Oh. This green fucko is like, what's he doing? What is this game? What am I doing? What is this? What is this game? Is this a MOBA? Is this? I don't see. Where's the lanes? Fucking. Where's the? This game's a piece of shit. Okay. George Washington. What is this guy trying to advertise? Prokitchin.net. Oh, I'm fucking dead. This fucking meme hound. Yeah, fuck you. I will not put it in. I will not. I will not fall. Shit. Please give mass. More like, please give me your ass. I need more food. Okay, here we go. We're getting big. We're getting steamy in here, folks. 18 and up only, am I right? No. You cannot. Oh, fuck. All right. I've had enough of that. What's going on in here? 8 viewers. No one liked that. Any questions? Nothing. Anything in chat? Nothing. Got more friend requests coming in. All this streaming technology and nothing to do, am I right? Send in your suggestions. What should this be? Huh? What should it be? What should I stream about, guys? Maybe what I should do is I should get a guest in here, have a primo conversation, and just talk about about that. Or we could draw. Where's drawing? Draw. Open up the draw app. Come on, you son of a bitch. Alright, well maybe you have to have a webcam for that. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Open up draw, please. No? Control room. Dial guests up, down, or off. Eject any bad actors. Okay. I don't care about that. I tell you, everyone, it's been quite the life, huh? This just in. I'm ending my life tonight. Yep. That's right. That's why I'm streaming. Okay? Question from Aaron Green TV. How do I add you on Steam? First things first. You go to Google or steampowered.com, either one. And you type in shit hyphen faced space Steve. Bada bing bada boom. You're in. You've sent a friend request just by searching those words. Question from Will you be my buddy? That's actually his question, not his username. His username is SSF High Command John. And he says, will you be my buddy? The answer is a stern probably not. And now I got Steam messages just flooding in. Hi mate, nice stream, ending your life, fucking emo. Attention whore, smile, smile, smile. Up arrow. I should stop giving you fuckers attention. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve my charity. I also have a Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat, Attack of the Hank. Satan Chickens is spamming my Twitter. I'm sad. 19 viewers, everyone. They're crawling out from under the rafters. Okay, what are some of your favorite poopers and what do you consider the golden age of poop to be? Well, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't like calling it YouTube poop. It sounds so stupid, doesn't it? It sounds like something like a fucking kindergartner would call it. Like it doesn't do it justice. It sounds like I don't know, something you'd watch in middle school. And that's maybe what it started out as. That's not what it is anymore. So that's the first thing. First, I get annoyed when people call it poops. And I know, like, I don't blame you. Because, like, what else do you call it? It's the only name that's ever been given to it. But I don't like that name. But anyway, I don't like a whole lot, really. A lot of them are pretty stupid. But, you know, I like the usuals, like Orpheus. I like Durham, Rocker, Z. I like, you know, the Golden Age. I don't know. I don't know if there ever was a real Golden Age. Maybe right now, because it's better. I think it's better than it ever has been. Because it used to be pretty dumb. There's, I first got into it when I was like 12, and then as I got older, I was like, this is fucking stupid. And then a few years after that, I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. So, you know, that's pretty much the gist of that. Question from SSF High Command John: Is that boy right yet? I don't know. I'm not involved in that. I love you in a non-homosexual way. Suspicious. First thing is first. First thing first is why. Why do we live? Why are you Hank Hill, and why is the sky purple? Why is the sky purple? Light beams. Light. That's it. Light beams. That's the answer to the whole question. Light beams is why for everything. Also, I'm not Hank Hill. I was never Hank Hill. Will you accept my friend request on requimps on STEM? My username is Darksters. Yes, Darksters. Let's accept it. I don't know what I want. You guys, let me level with you. Let me level with you. Do you have a Twitter or nah? Yes, I do. I'm getting questions from the question and answer app. I don't know how you see it on your end, but on my end it's like over to the right over here and the questions pop up. And I do have a Twitter, and I also am getting questions from Steam. So, hey. I'm getting questions from all directions, guys. Okay. Siri, how many calories are in a kid cuisine meal?
Checking on that. Here's what I found on the web for how many calories are in a kid cuisine meal.
That's not what I wanted, Siri. I wanted you to tell me the answer. What a useless piece of shit. Am I right, guys? Do kids you know at school or your friends know about your channel videos? Oh, yes. My close friends do. When I was in high school a couple of years ago, got around the school a little bit. Most people didn't care. There's a few that. The only time in my whole life where I've ever had like a fans recognize me in real life kind of deal was at high school once, when there were these guys that I didn't really know too well, and like it had already gotten around the school that I had made these weird videos. And these guys I didn't really know too well, but I kind of knew them, were like, hey, you're the kid that makes the videos, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And they said, yeah, we liked the Spider-Man video. It was funny, and we talk about it all the time. I'm like, all right, cool, guys. We did a little fist bump, ass grab, made out, went into the bathroom, and fucked bareback all night long after the school closed. We stayed there. We got stuck in the school. So that's really the only time any fan has ever recognized me in real life. I figure I'm in college now, Texas Tech University, Texas Tech, and no one's recognized me there yet. I figure there must be like at least one or two on campus somewhere, right? But I haven't met them. So if you or anyone else you know knows someone from Texas Tech, let them know that they have God Himself on campus. So I'm sure one of my 15 viewers on this live stream. Serious question. Why would anyone do drugs when they could just suck a caca? No one knows. Okay, any new ideas for YouTube catastrophes, parentheses, poops? I'm sure that's what's on everyone's mind. When is the new video gonna come up? And I don't know. It just happened when they happen, you know? Sometimes you get real hard. You get a stirring in your loins. And after that's taken care of, you decide to make a video. So that's what's gonna happen one of these days. You know, like I don't think I'm ever gonna like. I don't know. There used to be this thing where like people would say like, "Okay, I quit. I'm done. I'm not making videos anymore." I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. But it'll probably just be this like forever. I mean, like once I'm 40 or something, I might be too busy or whatever to not make videos. I don't know what's gonna happen in my future. But you know, I don't think I'm ever gonna actually like quit. It just seems like, you know, I think I'm always gonna want it there, just the option to make a video and upload it and have people see it. But I probably won't. Like there's a time where I had a very high rate in making videos, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to that rate. But you know, when the feeling strikes, it strikes, and then I make a video and it's either good and everyone loves it, or it's good and everyone hates it. Those are the only two outcomes, really. So, you know. So what kind of stuff are you gonna do on your channel in the future? Pretty much what it's already been happening, you know. Just whatever videos, whatever I feel like, basically. I've uploaded a couple of like videos of me like playing games and shit. Every time I do that, I feel like ashamed of myself. Like, what am I doing? They don't want to see that, but I do it anyway because I think it's comedy gold, you guys. It's good shit. But you know, just whatever I want. We have another. I've had another YouTube channel. Well, not really. Me and my friends had this YouTube channel where we're gonna make videos like using a video camera and shit. I'm not gonna share the name right now because I don't really want my fans from here just subscribing to it just because it's me. You know, like I want it to be liked because it's funny. But we made that like a couple years ago, and recently we were like, let's bring that back, guys. And then we tried to get into it, and we couldn't remember the password, so we made a new one. And I don't know if we probably aren't even gonna stick with it. You know, who knows? But pretty much anything that, like what you won't see is just like a completely different video of me, like I don't know, acting in front of a camera or something. That probably won't happen. But, you know, just dumb shit, basically, just stupid shit, like shit you don't want to see. All right, unsubscribe, everyone, unsubscribe. All right, tired of it. I love you. We accept my friend request. Okay, we've already seen that one. Let's delete that question. Delete it. You are Hank Hill. You are. Prove me wrong. You have the clown paint to prove it. Okay, we got a lot of Steam messages coming in. I've been ignoring them. Can you please incorporate additional epic maymays into your future videos? No. Sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do that. What are your thoughts on the new Nintendo World Championships bullshit circle jerking? I don't know what that is. I haven't heard about that. I think I heard something briefly about a new official Nintendo Championship. I don't know what you're talking about. Circle jerk. I don't know about that. Also, did you see Basherverse freaking out? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Basherverse, for those who don't know, is a convicted sex offender and also Minecraft Let's Player. There's a lot of haziness with his story. He said that he was 18 and he dated a 15-year-old and he was in high school, but I think there's some evidence to show that it was actually like he was 13 and like doing some shit with a 7-year-old or something. I don't know what the fuck is the full story there. But the point is, he freaked out and saying, "I'm not a rapist!" like screaming into his camera. I suggest looking it up if you haven't seen it. Okay. Those are all the Steam questions. Do you have an auto-tuning hat? I don't think so. I don't know what that is. How do you edit your videos? Now, here we go, everyone. This is the kind of questions that we want to see. How do you edit your videos? I use Sony Vegas Pro 12, right? I whip out my cock, okay? I whip out my cock, right? And I slap it down on the keyboard until the video comes out. It's that simple. People really don't understand that. So, okay. Well, I'm not going to even read that on stream. Come on, Maximus Klingonite. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I want you to answer me. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Just kidding, though. Fuck you. Nah, I'm joking. No, it's cool. We're cool. Nah. Okay. Will there ever be another King of the Hill collab? Here's another great question, you guys. The answer is probably not. See, Orpheus is a real stickler. Let's be honest here. He's a real. See, he's like. First of all, he thought the first. He thought the first collab was good. He thought the second one was absolute shit. And he made the third one to like make up for the second one because he was ashamed of the second one, basically. That's why he removed it. Actually, he removed the first one too, didn't he? He just thought they weren't good anymore, basically. See, if he ever thinks one of his videos isn't good anymore, he just removes them, which is a policy I disagree with personally. You know, like, I have plenty of videos I have still up that I think are absolute shit, but I leave them up just because. But, yeah, that's why he removes a lot. It makes it inconvenient for, like, people who like his old stuff and everything. You gotta go find, like, a mirror. But, that's how he is. So basically, he's like, he didn't really like organizing them that much. So he did the third one, like, make up for the second one, and then he was like, I'm done. And he actually said, like, if you want to do a fourth one, I give it to you, like, you're the new. And I tried to set it up, actually, a while back. And I got Crobo Productions on board. And I think I got Durham Rocker on board. I got a couple people on board, but it wasn't enough. And I never even got a single video submitted in. Like, they said, like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then they said, okay, never mind, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I also got Jay Jaguar on board. I thought he would have been a good new member. But for whatever reason, they decided not to. I don't know if maybe they just didn't trust me to do it as good as Orpheus or something. I don't know. Or maybe they were thinking, like, what the fuck? Why is he just going to try to swoop in on Orpheus's thing? But they didn't really understand that he had told me to do it. But I don't know what happened exactly, but no one responded, and the people who did crapped out on me. So fourth one didn't happen. Probably never will, but, maybe. Maybe I can convince people to do it. So that's the status on collab. Do you watch Silvermania Filthy Frank? Filthy Frank, I've looked at it. I don't know who Silvermania is. I don't know. They put a slash in there, so I'm thinking maybe they're the same person. But Filthy Frank, like, I've watched a couple of his videos. Sometimes they're kind of funny. Honestly, the voice he does is too much. That's my biggest criticism of him. Because, like, I watch his videos and, I mean, the voice, it sounds funny, right? But when you watch 5 minutes of it, you're like, holy shit, this is hurting my ears. I don't like it. And, and like some of the stuff he does is funny, like he's not an unfunny guy, but the voice just gets in the way, and the voice itself just isn't that funny. It's like it'd be funny if he did it for like 10 seconds and then went back to another voice or something, but not for the whole video. That's my biggest complaint about Filthy Frank. Other YouTube channels I like though. H3 Productions, that's a good one. That's some quality primo shit. Let's see. Who else? I know there's some other non-YouTube poop. Oh, there's a few gaming channels I like. Usually I don't like Let's Plays, but there's a few that are actually consistently funny, and that's like Critical. He goes by Critical, but his YouTube channel name is Penguin Z0. Penguin Z0, for those who aren't American. And Vine Sauce, I like Vine Sauce. I don't know if there's any Vine Sauce fans in here. Joel and Vinny, hit me up. Who else? I used to like JonTron, but he's kind of an asshole, Just outside of his YouTube videos, he's kind of an asshole. So now every time I watch any of his videos, I'm like, that's all I see. He's just asshole. But let's see. Other than that, that's all I can think of right now. Let's see. Any other? Okay. Got a comment coming in from Maximus Klingonite. I like Critical, but Vine Sauce is clickbait. I disagree with that. I've never seen them do any kind of clickbait. Sometimes their corruptions, man. Corruptions are funny shit. When I see clickbait on YouTube, to me is like Minecraft videos with those like shitty thumbnails that show like the streamer's face, and you know what I'm talking about. You can tell by the thumbnail instantly whether or not a video is good, and if it's one of those like pre-made thumbnails, you don't even gotta click on it. You just know that it's shitty. It's like it got like a face on there, like you're making like a hoo-hoo kind of like weird, like goofy reaction face. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. That's clickbait on YouTube to me. Who's been drawing dicks? Fine Sauce reference. Put that up there. Okay. We've got some controversial opinions coming in. But the third one was the shittiest one. He's talking about the collab. Is Orpheus a egomaniac? Is Durham Rocker Z like a sleeper who poops whenever he wants? I don't talk to Durham Rocker Z. I've never really spoken to him. I don't really talk to Orpheus that much anymore either, but we were kind of like friends at one point. But yeah, I mean, Durham Rocker just makes it whenever he wants, and that's fine. I think it's a fine policy to have. Otherwise, he'll be uploading shit all the time. But I don't think the third one's the shittiest one. I don't. The thing about the second, let me tell you the story of Robber's Quest. Robber's Quest. I don't know if you remember him. He was from the second collab, and he was a fucking weirdo. He was so like he added us. He was this Australian kid. He was like 16 at the time, I think, and I was probably around the same age. I think I can't remember, but he added us. He added me and Orpheus on Skype, and he would call us up at like just random hours of the day, and he would keep us online for like hours at a time, and he would like show us his videos and be like, "What would you rate this video out of 10?" And we'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, 6." And he'd be like, "Oh, you wouldn't rate it like maybe an 8?" And I'd be like, "I mean, I guess so, man. Yeah, 8, sure." And he would like guilt trip you into rating his videos higher. Like this kid was so fucking weird. And like I'm like he'd keep you on for hours and I'd be like, "Okay, man, I gotta go." And he'd be like, "Oh, okay, are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And like he'd keep you on the line as long as he possibly could. Like you'd say you'd have to go, and he would say like, "Okay, but wait, do this real quick." And eventually, me and Orpheus, like we would be in Skype calls too at the time, so we'd add him in and we'd start fucking with him. so I can't remember one time like he was getting mad at us because he could tell that we were fucking with him, and he said something like, "I hope your mom gets raped by a gorilla or something." And I was like, "How dare you?" And I said like a very straight face, like straight voice, I guess. I said, "One time at the zoo, a chimpanzee got out of its cage and raped my mother. How dare you make me relive that awful experience?" And it's hard to recreate it, but the way I said it, like it seemed believable. And then he just fucking hung up after that. He left the call. Oh man. And then after that we said like no more. You can't talk to us anymore. And shortly after that he like deleted his YouTube account, and he was the most annoying kid we've ever encountered. And that was probably a part of the big reason that Orpheus didn't like the second collab, is because he agreed to put him in the collab before he hated him. So he sort of had to put him in the collab, and then that was sort of like tainted the whole thing, and his parts are like the worst of the whole collab, let's be honest. And so yeah, that's part of the reason. And then the third one, I don't think it's, I don't know, it's different. It's definitely different from all the other ones, but I think it's still good. I think maybe there's some parts that were slow, but I think there's like really quality, like the part where Hank is like knocking on his own door and he's waking up. He's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm here." I think that's one of my favorite parts. And just shit like that. I think I still got. Stop trying. What is your favorite porn to fap to? Futa scat hentai. Does that answer your question, asshole? Show me your war cry. How was that? How's that? Is that good? Send in your reviews for my war cry. God damn it. What's going on? Okay. How do I... What the fuck? Stop it! My cursor's messed up. It's like an infinite. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. It's okay. We worked as a team and we fixed it. But now, okay, hold on. Google Hangouts is fucking up. God damn it, get Google in here. Can we get Google in here? Someone send me Google's username. We're going to add him into the call. Your war cry just cured my constipation. Good on you, mate. Well, Google Hangouts, like it's my cursor's mess. Like I can't use Google Hangouts anymore, guys. Oh wait, maybe I can. It's okay. We're all good. Not really though. I can't click on anything. I can scroll, but I can't click on anything. Silvermania is a separate channel you would really like. Okay. Here we go. Got a question coming on Steam. Is it hard to make YTPs? Oh, not really. Kinda. I'd say the hardest part is just coming up with things to do rather than actually like doing it. And there's some times where like I think of something I want to do that would be funny, but like I can't do it because it just is not possible or would be too hard. Stuff like that. Like mainly like what measures how hard something is to be done on video editing software is just how tedious and how long it would take. For example, if I wanted to crop out like a moving animation or something frame by frame, I'd have to like go in and outline the shape each frame until it was completely cropped out, and that could be really funny, but it's really hard to do. How do I? Okay, I might stop the broadcast for just a little bit here to try and fix this problem. How do I do this? Like what happened was I did the thing where you press down on your little mouse wheel and like the little arrows pop up, and it fucked up Google. And now like in the middle of the screen, the cursor's frozen in the little scroller thing, and I can't get it to go away. Like, and then the regular cursor's moving around, but then the other one is frozen in the middle here. So it's like I got two cursors on the screen. One's frozen, the other one's moving. And the only way I can think to fix is like closing out this Google Hangout window, and that'll probably disconnect the whole thing. Okay? How much does a video editing software cost, or is it free? Well, it's free if you're willing to do some tricks called theft. If you go to thepiratebay.org, you can find everything you could ever want there. And that's all I'm going to say. If you do manage to get another collab together, I'd volunteer for a 30-second segment or so. So you can't really volunteer is the thing. You're selected. I mean, I could look at your stuff. You could say like, hey, can I be in the collab maybe? And I could look at your stuff. But the thing is, the reason they're so good, right, is because you're selected. Like we only get the best of the best in there. I'm not saying I'm the best. I thought I was probably the worst guy in the first collab. But Orpheus thought my stuff was good. So I've been a traditional member ever since. But yeah, it's the only collab where like it's all selected. Yeah, meritocracy. And that works to its benefit. But and usually if I was gonna set up a fourth collab, I'd be secret about it. I wouldn't like advertise it or anything until it was ready to be up and say, okay, we're about to put it up. So unless I talked to you personally and I said like, oh yeah, I'm trying to set up a fourth collab, and then you say, hey, can I be in it? I'll show you my stuff. Then maybe. But usually it's just whoever's the best, because that just makes it better. Sony Vegas Pro 12 is what I used from Darkstar Racer. But really, any Sony Vegas is good enough, except for maybe Sony Vegas 1 or something. Sony Vegas 1 was like not even a real editing software. It was like a stone tablet you chiseled video onto. Are you a ginger? No. Were you under the influence in your Keep On Truckin' video? No. For those of you who think I'm like, I get comments a lot when people say like, wow, this guy must be so high when he made this video. Nah, I don't even, the only substance I've ever used recreationally, it would be alcohol. And I've only done that like 3 or 4 times. And so, yeah, the drugs are not an influence in anything that I do usually. What percentage of your fan base do you project to be autism or Asperger's sufferers? I don't know. I don't blame them. If autistic people like what I do, then I'm happy to be of service. I don't judge autistic people. But if we're being serious, like a ballpark figure, I mean, I don't know, like maybe 10%, 5%. There's a lot of bronies on there. A lot of bronies like YTP, and I don't know why. But let's just say all the if all the bronies were autistic, then it'd probably be about 20%. And Kappa. Will you ever do a CeeLo? I assume that's supposed to say Caillou. I've heard they're easy to make. I could do that, maybe. I've never even downloaded an episode of Caillou, but perhaps. You should make YTPs of other YTPs. Could work. Okay, here's a good real question. Hey, what got you into YTP originally? Boy. So, back when I was 12, there's a whole story here, honestly. Try not to make it too long. Back when I was 12, I was big into, maybe even younger than 12, like 11. So this would have been, 11 would have been 8 years ago. Jesus. But, yeah, I was big into Club Penguin. Club Penguin is an old game, I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. It's still up. It's an online game where you're a penguin and you talk to other little kids and you play games, and it's a pointless waste of time. But yeah, I was big into Club Penguin. I had a membership and everything, and so there's this Club Penguin forum that was sort of like the underground of Club Penguin. It was called Club Penguin HQ. Maybe some of you are familiar with it. It was kind of popular at the time. And they were like the bad boys. They were like the bad boys of Club Penguin, because they would like make all these cool like cheats and hacks for it. Like there were trainers that would they would give you membership clothes, but only on client side, so like no one else could see them. And you know, like so, and like there's one thing. The coolest things they did was like there was this thing. There's like a bot, and you enter your username and password, and like the bot would sign onto your account, and it would go make a bunch of coins for you, so you could afford all the new membership clothes and shit with the fake in-game money. And so, because like you earned them through playing games, and so it would earn money for you. It was fucking awesome. I made like billions of coins doing that. And then there was, I'm really going off on a tangent here, but there was this like penguin tracker where like these bots were scattered around the game, and like you could type in the username of some guy, and it would tell you like the last time they were online. And it was good for finding high-profile penguins, right? But anyway, I would hang around this forum like a lot, and one of them, we're in like a chat room or something, like an IRC or something, and someone posted a YouTube poop. I think the first one I ever saw was some SpongeBob YTP kind of shit, and I can't remember. I wish I could remember what it was called. It was the one. The source was like the pizza episode, the one where like they were trying to deliver the pizza, and I can't remember too many details about it. But I was fucking dying. It probably was not as funny as I remember, but like it was really funny. And so I started getting into it then, and I was like, "What is that? Like, what kind of video is that?" And I eventually figured out, and I watched like Walrus Guy and Crobo and all that, all those guys, and then I actually tried to make them at around 12. The YouTube channel's still up. Actually, you should go check it out. See how awful they are. It's let's see, where can I post it? Here, I'll use this showcase thing. I don't know if it'll even work. Oh no, wait, I forgot. Google Hangouts is busted. Well, you can just look it up yourself. The account is YouTube Pooper, like YouTube without a Y. YouTube without a Y and then Pooper. And they're really bad. I use Windows Movie Maker. Don't expect anything good. And like what was I gonna say? It's all like Mama Luigi stuff. And I was about 12 when I made those. And I thought like just having the name YouTube Poop in the video was gonna like, give me tons of views, because I saw them like with 50,000 views and whatnot. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get lots of views doing this. It's gonna be great. And of course, everyone hated them. No one cared for them. I think they have like 100 views, a couple hundred views. And that's what that. So then after that, I kind of gave up. And then about a year after that, that YouTube Poop just wasn't good. I didn't like it anymore. So I forgot about it, and I was like, I thought it was like the stupidest thing on the internet, basically. But then around age of 15, I saw Durham Rocker Z. I saw his videos. I was laughing. It rekindled my love for YTP. And I was like, this is great. Now that I'm, and I thought, now that I'm older, at the time when I was 12, I decided like, well, you know what, making this stuff is just impossible. I can't make YouTube poop. But then at 15, I was like, well, now that I'm older, I actually downloaded Sony Vegas when I was 12 and tried to use it, couldn't figure it out. So then I said, now that I'm older, maybe I am a little smarter. Maybe I can figure out how to use Sony Vegas. So I downloaded it, popped it open, and started trying to make something. And the result was I was using King of the Hill. I made my new account and everything. Attack of the Hank, because I figured I was only going to use King of the Hill stuff, which is a bad idea. I didn't really think I was going to get too popular. I thought I was going to go the same way as the first channel. And the first video, I uploaded it, but I think it's been removed. I think my third video is the only one that's still up. And it's the oldest one on my channel. You can go find that out. But yeah, the first two, I think they're gone, lost forever, because they're taken off YouTube. And the hard drive I was using at the time fried and is broken, and I don't think it's retrievable. So yeah, the first one I ever made was decent at best. It was like Hank Hill pouring a cup of coffee forever, and then like screaming and the colors going inverted, and then like he went out and like grabbed Bobby or something. I don't know. It was okay. But really, I think the reason I got popular was just because I kept making them. Like I kept making a ton of them, like one every day, regardless of how bad it was, and eventually they got good. And then subscribers just started pouring in. And now I've sort of stagnated around 15,000, so because I'm not making videos anymore. But you know, I'm pretty satisfied with that number, really. I don't need much more than that. How long have I been doing this now? I feel like it's been an hour or two. Got Club Penguin is for real ass niggas. Good job. Oh, here we have someone posted in the questions my old YouTube account. I wish I could fucking. Okay. Does anyone know, like, if I close out the stream, can I, like, restart it? Because this window's busted. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm going to close it out. The stream might end. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. Okay, fix the problem, everyone. We did it. We did it. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's my old YouTube account there. You can go check that out if you want. Okay, Maximus Klingonite says, describe your most interesting run-in with a computer virus, Trojan, or any other kind of malware. I don't think I've ever gotten one on this computer. I've had this computer about 5 years now. And it was like the high-end, like it was the best computer I could get 5 years ago. Maybe not the best, but like almost the best. And so it's not terrible, but it could be better. Like, I haven't upgraded the parts or anything, so it could be better. I don't think I've ever gotten one on this computer, but I had an old like Compaq. It was like a 10-year-old computer that I used to get on. At this point, I guess it's more like 20 years old almost. But it's still in the attic. It's probably broken beyond repair. Maybe if you put in a new hard drive or something, it probably would work. But yeah, it was bad, and I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any. I don't have a whole lot of interesting stories, but you know, I got like those viruses where like I feel like there was something that happened that was really funny. I don't know. One time there was this weird virus where like I got like a bunch of logos as desktop icons on the desktop. Like I got Walmart and McDonald's on there. I think we tried clicking them once. I can't remember. I think it just went to their website or something. It was really weird. It was some sort of weird like adware that installed on there, and it was like, "Come look, now your McDonald's.com is a click away." That's the only one I can think of. Let's see. Hey, Chomsky Honk. We got some fellow Xavier fans in the audience. You should watch that show. Look up a show called Xavier Renegade Angel. You shan't be disappointed. But who is this? Candy Candy Bish says, "Hey Chomsky Honk, do you like to watch Koth, or do you just like watching Making YTP have Koth in it?" Oh, King of the Hill, kind of a boring show sometimes. A lot of the time, actually. I think it's really hit and miss kind of show. Only some episodes are funny. But sometimes, when they are funny, they're good. They're really good. But I don't know. A lot of times, it just seems like a weird, boring show. It's kind of like The Simpsons or something, but like not as cartoony. I don't know. It's okay. It works good as, but like stuff like that is just okay to me. Is the best kind of stuff to use, because like if I like it, like I don't use stuff that I really like, because then I feel like I'm just making fun of it. Like I don't want to make fun of something that I like, like I just want to, if it's okay, it's like the perfect balance. Like I feel okay making fun of it, because that's what I think it really is just making fun of shit. So that's what I do, just make fun of shit. If YouTube wasn't a thing, what kind of art do you see yourself doing? Probably probably nothing, honestly, because I mean, like I'm trying to get into writing. I like to write, like seriously. I like to write funny shit, but I also like to write serious shit too. And so I'd probably be trying to get into that if YouTube wasn't a thing. I still am trying to get into that, but like I've tried drawing and painting and stuff. I can't get the hang of it. I probably could if I practiced a lot, but I'm not predisposed to it. Like some people, they just start drawing, and like the first time they draw, it's like not that bad. Like it's like no one starts out great, but like it's not that bad, so they keep doing it. I'm not one of those people. I'm just really bad, and like I think anyone could draw theoretically. I think anyone could do anything really. Like I could be an Olympic runner if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to put in the work for that, and I'm not going to put in the work to draw good. But if I started drawing like every day for hours, I could probably get really good, but I'm not going to do that. And so I've been working on a story like for a long time. I'm not even really working on it, just thinking about it for like a couple of years now. And I'm actually starting to get around. I want it to be like a graphic novel. Jeez, this sounds really stupid. Like I want it to be a graphic novel, so I'm writing it as like a script, and then I hope that someone will draw it at some point. But like, that I don't know what's going to happen with that. But anyway, what did you go into college for? Oh man, you guys are putting me on the fire. You're putting me on blast here, you guys. I don't know why I'm in college. Let's be honest. I went to college to get to not be a failure, I guess is the gist of it. And right now I'm looking at maybe biology major, just because I liked biology this past semester. And it could be a horrible mistake. It could be the best decision of my life. I don't know. But other than that, I don't know why I am in college. So I'm just in college. Okay, how old do you think most of your viewers are? I'm 16. You're probably around the average, probably about 16. Probably a few older people in their 20s. My age, I'm 19. Probably in that general. I imagine the youngest group of the youngest end of the bell curve would be like 10 to 13, and the oldest would probably be like 30s maybe. I don't know. I know there's that guy, a chemistry guy, and he's like 45 and married with kids, and he makes YTP, and he was shocked to learn that everyone was so young. So there might be a few like married grown ass men watching my videos. I don't know. Any ideas for future videos or new projects? No. I don't know if you guys remember my collab with Chefmon few months ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but I thought that video turned out really good, and I'd like to do that again with her, but we tried it again once, but it didn't work out. I didn't like the source we picked, and I was like, yeah, we'll do it again some other time. But that's as far as plans for projects. That's the closest thing to a plan I have, is maybe doing that again someday. So no, not really. What doth life? They're all gonna laugh at me! They're all gonna laugh at me! Does anyone know how to get to the lake? The lake. Does anyone know how to get to the lake? I'd go across a lake full of water for these cakes. Alright, enough of that. Half people don't even know what I'm saying, probably. Gorillas have very small dicks. I mean, I know that. Are we a YouTube poop? No. That's absurd. Come on. In regards to current events, what are your feelings on E3? The only thing I know about E3 is Fallout 4. And that's going to be fun. I want that to come out already. It's probably going to be at least a few months. Anywhere between a few months and a year, really. Depending on... I don't know how quickly Bethesda releases their games after E3, but anywhere between a few months and a year, I'd say. Hopefully not a year. Okay. You're welcome, Candy Bish. Is that name supposed to mean cannabis? I bet it is, isn't it? But Xavier is probably one of the best shows to ever have been on TV, and everyone here needs to look it up. Xavier : Renegade Angel. Is that what it is, or is it the Renegade Angel? I think it's Renegade Angel. But look it up. It was on Adult Swim for 2 seasons, right? Or was it 3? No, I think it was just 2. But it's very good. It's animated like a it's animated like a video game from the early 2000s, which means bad. It's like a CGI animation, and it's animated like really, really strangely. And it's very similar to YTP in many ways, but it also has like each episode has like a really funny, convoluted message. I highly recommend it. And a lot of people will watch it and they'll say like, "Oh, well, this show's just a funny acid trip," and it's not what it is. It's much more than that. But anyway, what is the name of the video? Oh, fucking shit! The same problem happened again, you guys. Anyway, what is the name of the video of the guy that is screaming really loud during sex so he uses your source material? It goes by many names. One of the names is rather racist. I prefer not to say it. Probably know what I'm talking about, many of you. But I think the original porn that it was in was called like Big Ben or something. I'm not sure, but if you just Google like man having really loud orgasm, this guy will come up. And like, he's having sex with like this like old lady. Honestly, she looks like at least like 50 or like 45 or something. She was on the older end of porn star age, and he just fucking screams at the end there. If you watch my videos, you've all heard it. I use it a lot. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna close out the window again and start over. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Okay, we have a YouTube video pasted in here. Let's share screen it, huh? Let's watch it together. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's a scene from Xavier. It's perfect. It's what everyone needs. Okay, my internet's very slow, so we might have to wait a little bit for it to buffer up. Let's close out Reddit. Fuck Reddit, am I right? Okay. It's not the greatest scene from Xavier, but that's the reference of what doth life. And that's a small taste of what the show's like. Okay, we gotta delete some of these spam questions you guys are sending in. Some of the questions I've already answered. Did you hear you can probably sprint in Fallout 4 maybe? That'd be a godsend, honestly. But if not, there's always mods. I also heard there's rumors flying around. There's someone on Reddit like a year ago that was supposedly like an ex-employee of Bethesda, and they leaked what Fallout 4 is going to be like, and they got it. Like they got when they were going to be at E3, right? I think that was one of the only things that really gave them credit. But all the other stuff, like they said, like you'd only be able to play as a male character because like it was going to be a fully voiced character. And I don't know. That sounds a little fishy. Like I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like the whole point, like one of the biggest things about Fallout 4 is that you can make your own character. So I don't think they'd limit you like that. But if that is true, hopefully they at least add like a female option or something, with like a female voice actor. But that's really all I know. I've never heard anything about sprinting, but that would be nice. Walking around Fallout is the worst thing. Where are my dank memes at? They're all around you, buddy. They're where you'd least suspect them to be. What do you think about the Plams Joker? I personally find I've never heard of him. Never watched him. Oopsie daisy. Never seen him. Do you think Alex Trebek is sexy? Yes. Moving on. Are you a ginger? No. You should make YTPs of other YTPs. Interesting idea. But I'm probably not going to do it, honestly. All these questions are old. What's at the bottom here? Why does Link stink? Because he's running around with pigs all day. Have you ever played Wind Waker? That's what I'm thinking. What was the worst YTP you've ever seen? Now that's a difficult question. I remember like a while back when you would search, if you just type in YouTube poop, the first thing to come up was Toys Gone Wild, which is like an old Toy Story YTP. I remember watching it and thinking it was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, it wasn't funny. It had like "What the fuck boom" in it, and that's basically all it was. It was like something some kid made in Windows Movie Maker, basically. And I thought it was really dumb. I don't remember how long ago I first saw it. I think maybe I thought it was good at one time, and then watched it again and thought it was really stupid. I don't know if it's the worst one I've ever seen, but it's pretty bad. That's the only thing I can think of right now. What do you feel is your best YTP? For a long time, the favorite one that I've ever made was the one about the one that was a presidential debate. I thought that one was pretty. It was called Two Men Have a Hot Bait Session. And I thought that one was pretty good. The Spider-Man one that I made a while back was also really good. I think those were probably up there with the best. My most viewed one ever is Hank. Is something about Hank and cocaine. Hank Hill is addicted to coke, runs out of cocaine or something like that. And I think that one is pretty bad, aside from the joke about why would anyone do drugs when you could just suck a cock. That one's good. That's the only good joke of that video. It's the most popular one, though. Yeah, the Spider-Man one, someone's messaging me about the Spider-Man one. Spider-Man one is the only one that like people in my high school were saying like, good shit, man. That's the only one. So yeah, that one's pretty fucking good, I gotta admit. Here's another video, or is this the same one? Let's paste it in and see. I think this is a different one. I don't know what that means. It's pretty good though. Take it. Let's watch it. Let's experience this magnificent video together. All right, you ready? I always forget how to share screen. Okay, here we go. Let's go full screen for that. That's good shit, huh? Also, by the way, I know how you fuckers are. If you see shit in my related videos, just know that like half the shit I watch is like not thinking. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of men going their own way. I hope there's none in here. But they're called MGTOWs, right? Men going their own, MGTOW. And they're dumb as shit. They're like these misogynist, just hate women, basically. And so like they've declared themselves independent from women. Like, we don't have to date you, we don't need you anymore. And then they just whine about women for the rest of their lives, basically. And so a lot of times in my related videos, MGTOW videos will pop up. I just want to make it clear I'm not one of those guys. I watch them to laugh at them or to feel angry at them. So, just in case one of those pops up. Bethesda is now releasing a free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh game about the Elder Scrolls. Well, that sounds like a nightmare. Probably not going to play that. How big are your nipples? Let's see here. I have a ruler in here. I had one earlier. I want to give an official measurement here. I want to give a diameter. You can yourself measure out you can calculate out the circumference. I do have a wireless headset, so I can freely roam around my room to look. I don't see anything. I know I had a ruler in here. Okay. It might require a little looking. Oh, I see it. I see it. Gotta crawl a little bit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Get ready. Get your dicks out, everyone. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're measuring. Let me find the edge here. Okay. 1 inch diameter. Both. Oh, it's a little bit wider from top to bottom. It's a little bit wider. It's a little bit more than 1 inch. And actually, from left to right, it's like 1 1/16 inch. So in centimeters, that's let's see. It's about a little more 2.7 centimeters left to right, and 2.9 centimeters up and down. So you can use that to roughly measure out the area, circumference, radius, if you want, of the whole thing. Maybe get a good image, maybe draw it up a little bit. That's official stats here. So there, it answers that question. Here, I'm gonna calculate it out right now. Let's do it. Circle calculator right now. Let's load it up. It's 2.7 centimeters, right? Okay, the radius. The radius is 1.35 centimeters. So the area would be 5.73 centimeters. Let's solve for circumference here. 1.35. 8.4 centimeters all the way around. How about that? Good questions, guys. Okay. What is your preferred gaming platform? PC. That's why I have a Steam. PC. It's all about them graphics. It's all about them frames per second. Even though my PC's 5 years old. Can't run GTA 5 very well, you know? Oh, what? What? I don't think the sound in the videos you share screen on plays. What the fuck, Google Hangouts? Share content of your screen with plus what choose what. Man, there should be a way to play the sound on the screen, right? Well, whatever. Do you think you played a part in Hank Hill, King of the Hill being a meme? Is it a meme, though? I mean, it's a show that everyone knew about. I mean, I don't know if it is a meme. I don't know what you mean a meme. Like people put it in images a lot and stuff. I mean, I guess I get that, but if it is, I mean, I don't think I probably contributed a little bit. I guess I don't know. You know, everyone who posts it would have been contributing to it, I imagine. We got another video posted in. Also, can I get confirmation that you can't hear what's playing through screen share? Can someone send that in? Because every video I've played does have sound. Let me emphasize that. Okay, that video posted is a very good Xavier clip. But I'm not going to play it unless I can get sound. Confirmed. Confirmed that there is or isn't sound. You got to give me the updates, Klingonite. There is or isn't sound. Isn't. Okay. Let me say there isn't sound. Does anyone know if there's a way to play sound? I feel like there must be. It seems like there was a way once. Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna Google it just real quick. You can send in your questions while you wait. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, so far I'm seeing that Google Hangouts just does not play sound for share screen. It just doesn't do it because they want to avoid you playing. They want to avoid you playing like music that isn't yours and shit like that. Okay, this guy who answered just says yes. They can hear the sound that comes through the hangout, the share screen. Son of a bitch. I wonder if I can just change the mic to like stereo mix or something, and maybe that would. I couldn't talk during the video then, but at least you could hear it. Yeah, let's give it a try. I can switch it to stereo mix. Okay. I didn't get any Google Hangouts didn't register any sound for that. So play it through the mic, but that would sound awful. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to give up for now. But anyway, just check out Xavier. Look up some Xavier clips. Check out some of these video links. Check out that video link there. Why do we have to shit? It's the highest rated question currently. I think it has something to do with digestion, something about absorbing nutrients, and then there's stuff left over. Like it doesn't get, there's stuff in the food that you don't need or can't break down, and it just is expelled. That's the gist of it. Okay, from Mike L. He says is but what is it? What is? What is being? What is the act of existence? Interesting question. I got sound. Sound from share screen? That's an interesting quandary. But if not everyone's getting it, then it's not. There's no point. Jukoto, what's your name? Have you watched any $1 Million Extreme vids? I don't know what Jukoto means. I'm not going to share my real name with random strangers. And I have not seen any $1 Million Extreme vids. I don't know what those are. So. Okay. Shit is expelled from our body. So when we shit out degenerates from our city of shit. You could look at it that way. Degenerates being all the things you couldn't use. Have you ever lost a great deal of work due to a technical issue and desired to brain yourself with a doorstop? Yeah. Sometimes the thing will crash and I won't have saved, and I think a couple videos have been scrapped because of that. But there's one time, the one time that I really fucked up was the Mormon video that I uploaded a few months ago, maybe even a year ago at this point. You know, it was about Mormon. I can't think of any quotes. All I remember is that God himself swaggered up to this woman's door because he was about to have sex with her to give birth to Jesus, the Virgin Mary, and he swaggered up to her house and he was like, "Hey, mama, let me whisper in your ear." And I fucked that up because I rendered it, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but I rendered it once. It's oh wait, I forgot to change something, so I changed it again. And what I did, I rendered it once, and then I put the video back into Sony Vegas, rendered it, and then changed something. I put the rendered video back into Vegas, and then changed something from the rendered video, and then rendered it again with the same file name. And when I did that, since I was using the video that it was rendering as, it was replacing it as it was rendering it, it fucked the whole thing up. And so the final video was just audio and no visuals. So what I had to do was take the audio track and rebuild the video on top of the audio. And it was a painstaking, horrible process. But I got it up, and it made the video maybe even a little bit better. So there's that. How often do you work out? And if you met God, what sex position would you do first? Well, I don't work out at all. Sometimes I'll try and jog a little bit, I guess. But I don't really work out on a schedule or anything. And that's assuming I'd have sex. I mean, I don't know. I guess God is technically genderless, so I mean, he could take any form he wanted to, right? So I guess, yeah, I could have sex with God and enjoy it. So First position, I don't know, maybe just like reverse cowgirl. How does that sound? Does that sound all right with you? All right. Would you watch this video yourself? I'll keep it in the background here. A little bit of Garth and Gary. Will you ever make a Xavier YTP? Probably not, because as I've said, I don't like to use things that I enjoy watching, so I feel like I'd be making fun of it. Also, let's face it, the show itself is kind of already that. So, reverse cowgirl gives your partner more control, and we have to assume God is a virgin. No, we don't. First of all, he had sex with the Virgin Mary. So they have definitely had sex once, at least. And second of all, like, it's God. I mean, come on. He could just, like, he could have sex just by wanting it. Like, he can do anything. Just, I mean, theoretically, like, an omnipotent being would, like, be doing everything all at once at the same time, right? like, like he'd have to be doing, like, because that's the only way he could be, like, the ultimate being. I mean, I guess. I don't know what theologian is. But, like, I'm just thinking, like an ultimate being would have to be doing everything all the time, and like uh like, be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You know what I mean? That's the only way it would work, as far as I'm concerned. Because if there's something that he isn't doing or can't do, exactly, like, God is technically having gay sex with everyone all the time, and then also not having gay sex with anyone all the time. So he's technically a virgin and a sex maniac, having sex all the time and not having any sex ever. He's celibate and a sex maniac, a nymphomaniac at the same time, because that's how great God is. Praise him. Xavier is too good for YTP. Yeah, pretty much. You should read old questions first. Okay, let's scroll all the way down. We've got a lot in here. Let's see, some questions already answered. I have a question here from a long time ago from Thomas223, who said, seriously though, did you? And I don't know what he's referring to. It was a long time ago he sent it, so send your question in again if you're still curious, Thomas. How many final forms do you have? Do you have a freezer form? Well, I typically just have the one form, but there was one time that, like, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I thought I was like a buffalo or something. And I think that might be another one of my forms. I haven't received confirmation on that yet. I'll get back to you on that. Maybe if I have buffalo shape-shifting powers. How many marijuanals does it take to overdose? Probably about 3. I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not into marijuana overdose. How do you manage to be so cute? Oh, oh, thank you. I don't know. I eat sweet stuff, I guess. Are you a virgin? Yeah. What is the true nature of reality in your humble opinion? That it is there, and we can't prove that it's there, I guess, because all we have is perception, and since perception is only real to individuals, we can't really be sure that any of it is real. So there's that. Like for all you know, you're hooked up to like a computer or something, and all of your perceptions and everything that's going on around you is just you're just like a fucking computer with like shit hooked up to it, and like it's just a fake world just being projected into your brain, and nothing is even real. So you should do some daytime talk show RTPs, like maybe some Maury show Monday. Yeah, that could be good. Oh. What is your favorite TV show or movie? I think my favorite movie is... There's a few that I really like. I don't know if I have a favorite. I liked Cabin in the Woods. If anyone's ever seen that movie, that's a good movie. Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie. That's a good one. Anything with Tim and Eric in it is good. Tim and Eric's Awesome Show. Tim and Eric Bedtime Stories. That's all good. There's a little known movie called The Visioneers starring Zach Galifianakis that was very good. It was not like The Hangover or any of that shit that he stars in. It was like a movie that he would actually enjoy. Zach Galifianakis is really funny, but the movies he's in are sometimes kind of like lowbrow, and he's aware of that. And Xavier, Renegade Angel, we've already talked about that a lot tonight, you guys. Heart She Holler, that's made by the same people that made Xavier. That's a pretty good show. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell that it's funny. That's how funny it is. Like you watch it and you think this isn't funny, but then you watch it again and you realize that it is. Let's see, what else is there? Lots of Adult Swim stuff. Pretty much everything on Adult Swim, except like maybe there's a couple shows on Adult Swim that are bad, like Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken has like 1 or 2 sketches an episode that are kind of funny. The rest is shit. Family Guy isn't really an Adult Swim show, but it's on Adult Swim. Don't like that show. I like South Park. South Park is pretty mainstream. It's a mainstream show that I like. Bit of an anime fan, like some animes. Manimes, as I like to call them. I don't know, that's all I can think of. Just stuff like that. Who is your waifu? No one. I'm a lone wolf. How do I make ice fast with solid water, not drugs? Is a good question. I'd say the fastest way is to get your hands on some liquid nitrogen, and then if you pour water in there, it's ice instantly. Like the second you put it in there, that's probably the fastest way. There might be a way faster. Like if you had access to like an absolute zero environment, that would be even faster. Like if you got like a high speed camera on it and compared like putting water in liquid nitrogen and putting it in the absolute zero, it'd probably be like a few hundred milliseconds faster in absolute zero or something like that. So if you had access to something like that, it'd be literally the fastest way. But like in terms of accessibility on Earth, liquid nitrogen's the way to go. Do you like the Eric Andre show? Yes, that's one of the best shows on TV right now. I've been a fan of that from the start. Do you watch poops from other countries? I would if I could understand them. I'm unilingual, as in I only know one language. I wish I knew more. I watched some of Critical Shock stuff, and like the subtitles, like it seemed funny. Like, I don't know, watching subtitled YouTube poop, that's kind of like you can't get the equal effect out of it as like hearing them actually say it is like the whole thing, and like the subtitle, like it was still funny watching with subtitles, but it wasn't the same. Like you could tell it was funnier if you could hear what he was saying. How many cancer springs does it take to get into the center of a lung? Cancer springs. I don't know what cancer springs are. I'm ballpark at 5. It takes about 5. How do I make liquid nitrogen? Now that I'm not sure of, but I'm gonna take a guess. It involves like a heavy, like industrial mega freezer that can get to like ridiculously low temperatures. If this thing exists, then it's gonna be your better bet for freezing water. By the way, it's gonna be the quicker to make ice that way, because I'm guessing it can get colder than liquid nitrogen a little bit. Or maybe it has something to do with pressure also. Maybe you get it pressurized and then just make it a little bit cold. Because I know you can make like solid gases doing that. But I assume they do it that way, and then they bottle it up, and as soon as it hits room temperature, it just starts boiling away. Something like that. I need to start clearing out some of these old questions. How do I stop being so hard when I see all your stuff? Well, I think the real question is, why are you trying to fight it? Like if that's what happens, I'd say, do what feels right. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't jerk off to my videos. That would start getting a little weird once you start doing that. But if you do that, just don't tell me, and I won't mind it. As long as I think it's not going on, it won't be a problem. But if you do start, like, just don't tell me, because I'm afraid I won't approve if you do that. But I will if you. I approve as long as I don't know about it. Let's put it that way. So there's that question. My throat's starting to hurt, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to cut this off pretty soon. But it's been real. It's been a blast. But I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? Well, let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, you piece of shit, kid. I guess I accidentally ate your fucking lollipop. Get fucking wrecked, you fucking son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you talking to a fucking owl? Piece of shit. That's what happened after the camera stopped rolling for that commercial. I like your style, sir. Well, that's not really a question now, is it? But anyway, do you have any other parallel project aside from the poops that we should be aware of? I have a couple other YouTube channels. I usually didn't find any interest in connecting the fan bases and all that. But there's one, I don't really upload videos there too often. And the videos that are on there are decent at best. But I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Marble Hornets. But I'm a decent fan of that show. I'm not like crazy about it. It's a web series. It's finished now. I'd suggest watching it. It's pretty cool. It's about Slender Man, and it was before Slender Man became like a thing that 12-year-olds would jerk off over. Like it was before that, so it's like the best kind of Slender Man fiction there is, I think. It's probably the best there is currently. And it's like a video series of these guys and dealing with Slender Man It's pretty good. But I have a web channel. A web channel. I have a web channel called $20 if I, as in 20 dollars, DOLLARS, and then if IFY, and I make like Marble Hornets, goof troops over there, goof spoofs over there, Marble Hornets goofs, and you can check those out if you really want to. But I made those a few years ago, so they're like decent. Really, I'm a little bit embarrassed of them, but if you want to check them out. I've got Maximus Klingonite over here, has been buzzing in my ear for hours. Let's see what he wants. I wonder how many fedora tippers you're pissing off by discussing God to any degree. There might have been a few. I don't know. Okay, so now you bring the problem of knowledge to the table, which basically states that knowledge requires you to be absolutely sure. And oh, fuck, man. My brother's a philosophy major. I've discussed this shit plenty with him, and honestly, I hate it. Let's not discuss philosophy. I only like to discuss philosophy whenever it's just my ideas, and I just sort of say it. I don't like to argue about it. So let's not do that. And maybe that's closed-minded of me, but I just don't like it. It gets to be too much. But anyway, I know you said you don't want us masturbating to your poops, but if we were masturbating and then started watching your videos, because then that's completely coincidental. Well, if that happens, I think there's a whole new meaning behind it. You know? Like, that's just an accident, really. I mean, if you start jerking off and to something else, and then you for some reason click over and say, let's see what's going on the Tackle the Hanks channel, and you're still doing it. Like, I assume you would stop soon after you start watching my videos. But if you didn't, I'd start to have a problem with there. If it just means that like I'm the new thing you're looking at, you know, then that would be a problem. I would not want to know about that. As I said, I'd be okay with it as long as I didn't know that that's happening. That's when I start to draw the line. All right. Maximus Klingonite says, so you enjoy a good circle jerk? Pretty much. I mean, going back to the philosophy thing. I mean, I'm not against discussing philosophy. I'll debate philosophy and all that, but I don't want to do it on this thing because it's like, I don't know, especially not on the internet. I mean, if it's just with some people, like with some friends or something, I'll do it, but I honestly don't like it. Like, I'll discuss it, and like, I'm not saying like I won't change my mind about anything or anything like that. I'll change my mind about things. You can convince me of things, but just I don't know, philosophical debates in general, I just don't really like them that much. They're draining, they're exhausting, they're boring, all that. So anyway, I talk Ron Baum, the Lord of Time. That's a good one. Will you add more MLP hentai to your vids? No. Sorry. That would encourage people to jerk off. Probably a big portion of my fan base, they'd be tempted to start. Would you play a game of Boggle with me? I might. I don't really know how to play Boggle, honestly. Never really played it. Not seeing any other questions. What was the hardest part of college? And also, did you watch the Decker series? I did watch the Decker series. It's the easiest thing to answer. Let's get that out of the way first. It's very good. Actually, there's a video going around. If you Google like Decker Port of Call full movie, I actually edited every episode of Decker Port of Call, as in Decker 2, the sequel. I edited them all together into a continuous like full movie, and like it worked. It actually works as like a movie. It's like an hour and a half long too, or like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. And if you Google it, you'll see it has like a few thousand views on it, I think. And that's something I made. You can check that out. It cuts out the recaps and the credits and all that, and you can see it as a full movie. And the hardest thing about college, this semester, it was pretty easy the first semester, but I just finished my second semester. And I stopped. I basically, about halfway through, I stopped going to class because I was so fucking bored with everything. I was getting very exhausted. I took a little too many classes, I think, was the main problem, because I had to scurry all around campus every day, all over the place. And Texas Tech is a big campus. It's like the second biggest in Texas, I think, and the biggest one in Texas has runways, so that takes up a big part of their acreage. But and I figured I could handle it. I skipped a lot of classes in my first semester too, and I made almost all A's my first semester. So I was like, I can handle it. I skipped way more than I thought. I was, I guess. And I almost failed a lot of classes. And I got a D in history, which is fucking stupid. Like, how can you get a D in history? That's like getting a D in jerk-off class, basically. That's like saying, sorry, you didn't jerk off good enough, my friend. So, but luckily, like, I pulled it together. End of the year, it became very stressful. This is the hardest thing I've encountered in college yet. I'm just finished my freshman year, so I haven't have a whole lot of college experience. But yeah, that was the hardest thing, was just trying to get those grades caught up. And I actually only made one D. I think it was, my final grades were 2 C's, 2 B's, and a D. So not that bad. It needs to be better this semester because my GPA isn't great now. But like, it was better than I thought. I was going to fail a couple of classes, and I didn't technically fail any. So, I was proud of being able to pull it together that much. But yeah, that was the hardest thing, was just not fucking up. So hopefully next semester is a little better. Let's see, is there anything else? I think you'd really like $1 Million Extreme. It's very funny. And besides Craigslist, where is it? I lost the question. Well, he said, besides Craigslist, where can I get sexual favors? And my guess would be, I don't know, go up to a policeman and whip out your dick. That would probably get you. He'd probably give you a hand. He or she would probably give you a hand job for that. Let's see. I'm looking for any more questions. I think I'm going to open the floor for a few more questions. Let's say I'll answer 5 more, and then I think I'm going to call it a night. It's getting pretty late. It's like 11:30. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to be up all night. But I've been doing this for a couple hours now, if anyone's just joining. And I think the full thing is going to be saved on my channel if anyone wants to like rewatch it. I might make it unlisted or something. I don't know if I want that on my channel. But you know, if anyone's just now joining and I want to see what they've missed. The first like 20 minutes or so was just silence because I was away doing something while I was waiting for everyone else to, all the audience to trickle in. But yeah, if you're just joining, you can watch the whole thing later. And if I do end up making it unlisted, just like message me and I'll send you the unlisted link if you want to see it. So, any more questions? Anything on the Steam line? Nothing on the Steam line. Vote McCain? Nah. I actually couldn't vote for the Obama-McCain election. I think I maybe could have, let's see, was I 18 for the second term election? Ooh. Oh, whoops. I missed your Steam line shit. Do you have any pets? What is your favorite animal and what is your spirit animal? I do have pets. I have a couple dogs. One of them's really old. She's like 13. It's pretty old, and she's a big dog, so they don't live as long. So she's pretty old. She's still kicking though. She doesn't look like she's near death or anything. And I have also a very young dog who's basically like a puppy, and he's like a Chihuahua mix. And he's neutered. Just so you know, he's not trying to fuck my old granny dog that we have running around the house. But yeah, he's like a year and a half old, I think. So my favorite animal, oh God damn you. Sperm whale, I guess. I like sperm whales. Not just because the name, just because like they release so much sperm into the ocean. That's the coolest thing. If anyone here watches Eric Andre, you know what I'm talking about. My spirit animal. So legit, when I was like 14, I was really into like spirituality and like I believed in ghosts and shit. I believed in like spirit guides. It was a phase I went through in like middle school. This is like right in between. This is what I switched over to whenever I stopped liking YouTube poop. Basically, this is the in between period. And I was really into like spirituality and like ghosts and shit. And I went on a couple ghost forums. It got scary sometimes because sometimes I try to contact ghosts and I'd get spooked. But there's like this whole thing. Like I got into the whole mythos of it, and like they said that everyone has like at least one spirit guide, which is like a dead person who like lived their life like they're really good in their life. And after they died, like they said, okay, I'll be a spirit guide and I'll dedicate my afterlife to someone else's life and protect them from like evil spirits and shit. And so like they said, like, you know, it's good to try and contact your spirit guide and like to like communicate with them and shit. And then also like know what your spirit animal is. And like there's this whole like trance thing that you're supposed to do. And so I actually tried it once. And like what you do is like you just imagine yourself like walking through a forest or something, and then like you like get really deep into it, and then you'll come to a stream at some point, and when you look up at the stream, you'll see an animal across the stream, and that's the animal, that's your spirit animal. And I saw like a deer, like one of those orangish deer kind of things. Like maybe one of those spotted deers or something. There's some kind of deer that is like reddish colored, I think. I saw something like that. And so that's, I guess, would be my spirit animal, is a deer. So seems about right. It seems like there's something else that happened with my spirit. I remember one time, like, I was trying to get up for school, and like my mom came to wake me up, and like she turned on the lights and I woke up and then I went back to sleep. And when I opened my eyes again, like the lights were off, and I was like, shit, my spirit guide turned off my lights for me because he knew I needed more sleep. And I still don't really know what happened there. I assume I like sort of slept walk and turned the lights back off and then went back to sleep or something. But or something else, like a fuse blew or something, who knows. But yeah, something like that. I blamed ghosts for that, and that was the only thing that really was paranormal that ever happened to me. One thing I really wanted to try, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a ghost box. Basically what it is it's like a radio thing that rapidly scans through all the radio stations. So like you get little bits and pieces of like songs and people talking and shit. And like what you do is you listen to it and then you'll hear the ghosts like talking to you because they can manipulate. It's basically like sentence mixing in real time just by random chance. Basically, it's just random syllables coming together to sound kind of like words, and people say it's talking to ghosts. And I think that's kind of cool. Even still, I think that's kind of cool. I'd like to try that. I don't think it's really ghosts, but I'd like to try it just to see what I hear. You know. But anyway, moving on. That's one question. We got 4 left, everyone. All right. What doth Blythe? Who knows? What do you do in your spare time? Oh, I wish I did more. I think that's probably a good question. I'm for this summer. It's been an uneventful summer. I've hung out with a few friends and stuff, but I don't really do a whole lot. I wish I could do. There's nothing to do around this area for one thing, and like what I usually end up doing is I'll stay up all night and sleep all day, which is what I'm doing right now, and so that really limits my social capabilities. So I try to get that turned around when I can. But for now, I've just been basically just like playing video games and shit. I've been writing a little bit, working on that great story I've been telling you about. As far as constructive things go, tried getting a job a little bit, didn't work out. Let's see, what else? I listen to a lot of podcasts. I recommend some Earwolf podcasts. Try listening to Comedy Bang Bang or Improv for Humans. Those are 2 good ones. If you ever heard of those. I also watch cartoons. I like some Steven Universe. That's the cartoon I'm all about right now. Adventure Time and Regular Show are good. I stopped watching those a while ago just because like a lot of the recent episodes got kind of boring and weird. Especially Regular Show. Regular Show is a very formulaic show. Like every episode's the same. It's the same thing. Steven Universe is good though. I'm excited for new episodes tomorrow. New episodes tomorrow, if you didn't know about that. By the way, it's Steven Universe. You know, just stuff like that. Sometimes I'll read a little bit. I'm a bit of an introvert. You know how it is. I do a little bit more in college. I met some of my roommates and shit. That was kind of fun. Haven't been to like a proper party yet though. I'd like to try that at some point. Okay, so now we got 3 questions left, you guys. What is the delay on this stream? Okay, this isn't going to count because it's going to be a short answer. This is off the charts, off the record. I have no idea. I'm not in charge of that. I assume it's not very long because like I'm answering, like it's designed to answer questions live, right? So I assume it's like just a few, like maybe a second, I don't know. They probably wouldn't want to delay it too long. Okay. Couple video links. I really should have deleted all these questions that I answered already. I saw someone saying something about like, okay, you're in a chat room with someone who makes pornography semi-professionally. What do you say? I mean, is this like a hypothetical, or are you saying that you make porn semi-professionally? I mean, I wouldn't really care. I'd be like, okay, what am I supposed to say? Do you want me to ask about that? Like, how often do you have sex with the girls? That would be probably my only question, because that's really the only question anyone would want to ask, right? Do you meet any high caliber porn stars? I don't know. I mean, let's face it, like professionally made porn is awful, right? Like, am I alone in that? Like, if you've ever, the stuff is just terrible, it's gross. And come on, no one wants to see that. Like, if I were in a world where, like, if I was this age before the internet was around, and like my only option was to buy those shitty DVDs and VHS tapes in the store, I probably wouldn't even. I probably just wouldn't even watch it. It's so bad. I think I saw a couple other questions. Do you like belly inflation porn? That's a no. Every now and then I'll accidentally come across some inflation porn, and every time I wonder how it's so exciting to anyone. It just seems weird. What is a question? That's an interesting question. Question is when, you know, I don't need to answer that question. Moving on. I think we're down to 2 more questions. Do you have a sexy twin roommate in college? No. I had a gay roommate in college. No lie. Well, he was bi. And he was a good guy, but the worst part about living with him is just he had his boyfriend over a lot, and they weren't fucking. I kind of wish they were. They'd probably be more entertaining. Like, they would roughhouse all the time. Like, not late in the night or anything, so it's not that bad. But like, they would just come over like in the middle of the day. I'd be trying to relax or something, and I would just hear them like fucking like screaming over there and like just shoving each other around, like shoving each other into walls, like just all over the fucking room. It was so loud, like they were screaming. It sounded like they were in my room screaming, and ugh, that was the word. And like, he was I want to emphasize, he was a okay guy. Like, he was a good guy, but just that was annoying. And it was never really came up when I was trying to study or anything, so it was more just annoying than any sort of actual problem. But yeah, that was. I mean, just hearing 2 men over there, like 2 basically adults, not quite. I mean, we're all still young, but just to hear 2 men over there just giggling and shoving each other around, it was just like, ugh. And I would feel the same way if it was a man and a woman. I mean, I might be a little less annoyed, honestly, but it would still be annoying. So there's that. All right, I think this is it, guys. This is a golden question, the last one. The very last one. I'm not seeing any more questions. I'm going to start trying to delete some of these. What do you eat for breakfast? Okay, is that the last question we want, you guys? What do I eat for breakfast? That's the last one. That's what we're going to end on. A strong note. I'm going to give it just a little bit longer. Give it a little bit more time. See if there's any more questions. Will you kiss me? Okay, these are the two contenders, you guys. Will you kiss me? I'm going to say no. I'll go ahead and answer that one. All right, this is it. Last one. Oh, wait, okay. There's two questions. There's one coming in on the Steam line here from who was it? Someone sent in something. Okay, Klingonite. He said, how would you raise your future child? That's not a good question, honestly. I could answer that seriously, but would anyone find that interesting? That's the real question. I'd be stern but fair. That's the only real answer. If he throws I wouldn't hit him. Don't hit your kids. Don't even spank your kids, everyone. I remember there's a girl in high school who said hitting your kids was okay because it was in the Bible. She said, spare the rod, spoil the child. It's in the Bible, so it's okay. No, that's bad. If your kid's acting up, if your kid's being a little shit in Walmart saying he wants his candy or something, then all I got to do is say, stop. And then if he doesn't, you say, no, you can't have that. And then he goes crazy. You say, stop. And then he doesn't. You say, okay. And when we get home, you're in timeout. And you can't play with your toys anymore. That's all you got to do. And if you back down, if you change your mind on that ever, it's going to be bad. So that's how I'd raise my future kid. Don't know if I even want kids right now. I'm too young for that. I definitely don't want them now, but I don't know if I want them later either. So, you know. Okay. I actually will still answer one more question. I'm going to answer one more. That one didn't count. It was too short. I have one more. I want something that can make me tell a story, preferably. I think that's what everyone wants to hear. I assume. I don't know. Will you have wet dreams of all your loving fans tonight? You know, I'd like to. I think let me look at my demographics real quick. Let's see how many of my fans are men. I know it's a big number. It's a big percentage. Let's check it out real quick. I think it's something like, well, here, I'll just look it up. Let's not spoil it, huh? Let's look it up officially. YouTube is so hard to navigate. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Demographics. Okay, 9.5% female. I think it's actually gone up a little bit. Okay, let's go lifetime of all time. How many? What is? I wonder what this is based on. It's based on views or subscribers. Must be views, right? Yeah, it's based on views. Okay, so throughout my entire channel lifetime history, 7.8% of them are women. So probably, I mean, you know, maybe I could have a wet dream about having a bunch of guys being in a room with 100 people and 92 of them are men. You know, maybe that could be fun, but I don't see it. I mean, probably not. I'm a pretty straight guy. So I don't think it would be. I might have a wet dream just involving that 7% wherever they are. But you know. Okay. Maximus says, "What is your poison of choice?" terms of alcohol. I prefer whiskey, just any kind of liquor, really. Just because, like, what's the point of beer? Like, what's the point of low alcohol drinks? Because it tastes shitty. Like, unless it tastes good. If it tastes good, fine. But, like, I never understood beer because it's like it tastes bad and it doesn't get you drunk unless you drink a lot of it. So, what's the point? Like, why? People say they like it. I don't believe them. I think they just like it because they want to be, like, manly or something. So, I mean, I'll drink a beer. I don't like it, but I'll drink it if it's all you got. But yeah, I prefer liquor just because, you know, you just drink a little bit and you're good to go. You're drunk, buddy. You're good. I've never had any kinds of wines. Like I said, I've only gotten drunk about 4 times in my life. And that's just been since starting college. I never drank in high school. So I've never had wine. I think wine would probably be good. I'd like to try it, but I've never had it. I've only tried beer. I tried Smirnoff Ice, like flavored drinks. Those are very good. I had them at a New Year's party once. They're good. They taste good. You can't even tell there's alcohol in them. And they have as much alcohol as a beer. They'll get you tipsy, bud. They'll get you tipsy. I've also had no more than like 3 drinks in a single setting, so I've never gotten like fucking wasted or anything. I don't know what that is, Maximus, but it sounds expensive. All right. Has anyone that you know personally said anything bad about your channel? Depends on what you mean. I've never had anyone like... Well, I have a very close friend. He's been like my best friend since 2nd grade. And if you mean people I know personally, then he's really the only one personally I've known that has said anything bad. And like he likes most of my video. Well, he likes my videos, sort of. I think he more likes that I make videos, really. He's not a huge fan, but he'll watch them. And sometimes he'll say like that was really funny, and sometimes he'll say like I don't think that was funny. But yeah, one time like he said like he was in another college, and he and his roommate both went to the same school, and so they knew I made videos. And my buddy was talking about him, and his roommate was like, "All right, let's check him out." And so they watched like my most popular video, which isn't a great one, and they're both just like, "This isn't funny." So that's probably the worst thing anyone said, really, to me personally, like from their mouth. But if you're talking about online, I mean, there's probably plenty of bad comments. I've had people throughout the whole history say this video is shit. And of course, there's this Stuart K. Riley debacle. He got pissed at me for making a $5. I only made $12 off that, by the way. Like almost nothing. And he got a Patreon up right now, making a shit ton. So, you know, and that's probably the worst, like online, that's probably the worst criticism I ever got, is just a whole bunch of YouTube assholes. I hate YouTube, by the way. The forums are shit. And just a whole bunch of YouTube assholes just coming at me all at once saying, like, you are evil. You're trying to take away our rights as human beings. Stop ruining all of YouTube. Stop circumcising babies. Stop mutilating female genitals. Just stop what you're doing. And that went on for a good 2 or 3 days. And that's probably the worst sort of criticism I've ever gotten on my channel. But a lot of people don't even remember that, so, or don't even know what I'm talking about. So it wasn't a huge deal. Well, I'm way over the 5-question threshold at this point. So, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one quick check. To see if there's any more good questions. I'll answer whatever ones are left. I prefer you not sending any more. But if you have a good one, go ahead. And then I think I'm going to call it night. Because it's now midnight where I am. Let's see. Okay, I want to know what you eat for breakfast too. Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know. Let's get this out of the way. All right. I usually don't eat breakfast. As I've said, I tend to be nocturnal, especially in the summer when I don't have any obligations. And so usually when I wake up, I mean, if you say the first thing I eat counts as breakfast, then it would usually be like, pizzas. You know, I usually eat dinner for breakfast if that's the case. Like sometimes since I'm home right now, sometimes my mom will be like, I'm making dinner, and I'll be like, all right, sweet, I'll eat that. And pizza rolls, some pop punk pizza rolls. Sometimes I'll be all about that life. Open up my feminine pizza bag. And various pizza products, I do eat more than pizza, though. That's just usually all I can think about. So I do like eggs. Sometimes I'll have some actual breakfast meals for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have like an omelet. Sometimes I'll fry up my own food. I'll cook a little bit. I can cook a little bit. I'm not like a great cook, but I can cook a little bit. I'll make an omelet, or like fried eggs, or I like soft boiled eggs. Actually, I like a runny yolk because I'm that kind of weirdo. I'm the kind of weirdo that likes a runny yolk. And stuff like that. Sometimes I'll go get some fast food. I'll get like a Taco Bell, or Taco Bell breakfast is pretty good. Maybe some Burger King chicken fries. Chicken fries the only thing I eat from Burger King now that they're back. I don't get any that burger shit. Domino's pizza, a little bit of Papa John's. Donkey Papa John's. That's another YouTube channel I like, Video Game Donkey. Recommend him. I got a text message from my brother. He's talking about playing Smite. Smite is a fun MOBA. I recommend it to everyone. By the way, if anyone here plays Smite, add me up. My username on Smite is Machete Phil, MACHETEPHIL. Add me up on Smite. It's a fun game. Probably about to play it later tonight. Let's see what they're talking about. Oh, right, breakfast. We're talking about breakfast. Whataburger a little bit. That's a fast food of the South. The deep, the old Southern Plains, the Wild West, the Texas, the land, the true freedom land, better than all the other shithole states. That's the average Texas patron. Living off the fat of the land. Add me on Snapchat. Okay. Feminism or meninism? Oh boy, you guys. Now I have to admit this is something I've danced around because I'm never gonna include anything like this in my videos. I don't like to make my videos too political. But yeah, I'm a bit of a feminist myself. I'm a bit of that guy. I know a lot of people on the internet do not like those kinds of people. I prefer you not try and argue with me about this because I don't want to do that. Please don't. If I'm sure there's at least one of you who disagrees in here. But I get that people don't, disagree with that. I think there's some good criticisms to it. But yeah, that's me. So think what you will. No, and let's not. Let's not discuss Gamergate, please. It will be here all night. Let's see. Your real name is Phillips Screw? Afraid not. It's a good guess. Phil has nothing to do with my real name. Phil comes from a movie. There's a movie called Club Dread, which is I watched it a long time ago and thought it was hilarious. I'm not sure if I think it was funny anymore, but it's like a horror parody, and it was made by like it's some comedy group called like the Lizard Club or something. They the same people that made Super Troopers, and I think every other movie they've made is bad, but Club Dread was kind of good, from what I remember. It might not be, but anyway, Machete Phil is from Club Dread. So there's that. Do you like COD? Not really. I haven't played any of the newer ones. Will you make me a poop for monies under the table for me? We don't have to go under the table. I mean, if we could do it through Fiverr, if you really wanted to. I'm too lazy to really hold true to a commission, honestly. But you know, send me a message and we can talk about it if you're serious, man. I think we might be out of questions here. And my throat is starting to hurt. My voice is getting tired, as they say. So I think I do want to do this again, though. It's pretty fun. I like this streaming. I might have some more. I might get some Chef Mon in here. Maybe have a good old-fashioned conversation. Get some people in here. Maybe make it a little more interesting. Maybe actually schedule it so people will know about it. Is your real name Richard Head? No, my name isn't Dickhead. Can you dedicate a poop to this hangout? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to use this as a source if that's what you mean. I don't think it would be very good. But I might make one soon. I don't know. Do you think masturbation is bad? No. I don't know if anyone on this planet thinks it's bad still, except for maybe, you know, old religious people. For example, Mr. Kellogg, the guy who made the cereals, he didn't like masturbation. He wanted everyone to be circumcised so it'd be harder to masturbate. He thought masturbation was like ruining the planet. So, you know, think about that the next time you're eating your Frosted Flakes. Imagine the frosting is Kellogg's old semen. All right, well, I'm not seeing any more questions. You know, if you didn't get your question in, or maybe if you just thought of one, you know, sorry, probably not going to answer it unless you send in a really good one right now. But if not, I think I'm going to call it a night, everyone. It's been fun. This lasted a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a 30-minute thing. It went for like, I think maybe 3 hours. Jeez. But I think I'm going to be off. I'm going to be playing some games tonight. Playing some Counter-Strike maybe. Playing some Smite. Like I said, I'm not good at Counter-Strike. Don't expect me to be good if you join me in a Counter-Strike match. But, you know, I might play some Counter-Strike. I might play some Smite. Or something else. But other than that, I'm going to be gone. So, talk to you later. I'll do this again sometime. I'll see you around. Later.